life and it keeps me going. Skin it till I die, skin it all the way. Skin it till I die with heart and soul. Skin it till I die, skin it all the way. Skin it till I die with heart and soul. It's more than boots and some great long laces, more than a crop and a pair of braces. And though I'm living in the urban back streets, it gives me pride, it makes my heart beat. Skin it till I die, skin it all the way. Skin it till I die with heart and soul. Skin it till I die, skin it all the way. Skin it till I die with heart and soul. Skin it till I die, skin it all the way. Skin it till I die with heart and soul. Skin it till I die, skin it all the way. Skin it till I die with heart and soul. Skin it till I die, skin it all the way. Skin it till I die with heart and soul. Skin it till I die, skin it all the way. Skin it till I die with heart and soul. With heart and soul.
Hey, welcome along you little Moonstomperoonies. A very warm welcome back to this channel. I'm Mrs Moonstomper.
In that case, I must be Mr Moonstomper. Little Moonstomperoonies. Guys, okay, fair enough. If that's what Mrs Moonstomper thinks. But yes, the warmest of welcomes. And if it's your first time viewing, welcome to the channel. And if you're an OG, welcome back. We really do appreciate it. Isn't the channel growing?
Still,
Wow. Guys, you guys rock, you know.
still
You
like the
guys
beanstalk.
absolutely rock. You really do. So, guys, if you've just recently subbed, thank you so much indeed.
Yes.
And if you're still holding your sub, then thank you.
Yes,
We really do
many
appreciate
thank yous.
it. And it's a community, is it not?
Oh yes,
Yeah. The whole
community and
yeah.
camaraderie, family, ting.
The whole purpose of the channel is a community of like-minded people that love music and don't want politics.
Yeah.
Well, in my opinion, but you may have a different opinion, guys. You may,
opinions differ.
yeah, you
all
may
the
just
time.
tune into for whatever reason, I don't know. But thank you.
Because they like us.
Yeah. So today's little gem. Well, you all know what it is because you saw the thumbnail, and that's why you clicked on it. Most
Oh yes.
importantly, Evil Conduct.
Evil conduct.
Now, this band's an enigma. They don't have a website as far as I'm aware,
No.
but it's a great band.
Oh yes.
So, also known as the Dutch Last Resort.
I've been dubbed, yes.
They've never dubbed that, but to me, I don't really see the correlation. I don't. I try to, but I don't.
Okay.
And this band is completely different in my opinion. But it's about time we went to Europe, is it not?
Oh yes.
We keep on featuring all these English bands. We've done a couple of American bands.
That's it.
And so, Europe.
We swam over to the Netherlands.
We did indeed.
Yes.
Now, Netherlands.
My arms are all tired now, all that swimming.
Do you know last time I went swimming I swallowed a plaster?
Oh.
I said, yeah, I know. Okay, so right, enough of that. So the Netherlands is famous for quite a few things.
Oh yes, so many things.
Now, it's famous for superstar dart players.
Oh, MVG.
Oh yeah, Raymond van Barneveld,
Oh yes.
Dirk van
Barney
Dijvenbode.
Barney.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And it's also famous for trance music, which I happen to like very much.
You love your trance, I know you do.
I do indeed. Famous for windmills, clogs,
Oh
tulips,
yes, tulips.
and it's the world's tallest nation.
Ah, I see.
Which is bizarre, that is. But then again, if they're all standing on the same level, then it can't be true. Because there's no hills, is there?
Okay.
So it's a completely level playing field.
Ah, right.
But
Oh.
anyway, we kind of digress.
Oh, one more thing.
Yes.
Itchy Boots,
Itchy Boots.
the motorcyclist vlogger.
Yeah, travels all around the
Yeah,
world.
she's
No,
great,
yeah, I
she is.
follow her actually.
Norley,
Yeah, I don't.
surname.
That's it, Norley. I don't follow her around the world, but I actually watch
Oh.
YouTube and follow her. If that makes
Yeah,
sense.
Itchy Boots.
So anyway, we've
Yes,
digressed
yes.
completely. So if you're
Back in the room.
from the Netherlands, if you're from Holland,
Yes.
a massive warm welcome to you guys.
Yeah.
You guys have got a lot to shout about, and it's all good. What friendly people you are.
Defo. Yes, yes.
So, Evil Conduct, the
Yes.
Enigma, the Dutch Last Resort. Now, they started out in, I think it was 1984.
1994, yes.
84,
84.
yeah. As an oi band. Yeah.
Well, you don't think there'd be an oi band.
Well,
But again, they're dubbed as such.
they're dubbed as such now. Yes and no. For me, I think it's more traditional now.
Okay.
Not in the ska sense,
No.
but they're very traditionally dressed, and they're like what I call proper skinheads.
Oh, yes, yes.
Well, at least two of them are skins anyway. Yeah.
Yes, yes.
So, but yeah, and they sing in English, which
They
is
do. It's
yeah.
made me think there was, when I first heard them, they did sound English, they didn't sound Dutch whatsoever.
No, exactly. It's but there's a lot of European bands that sing in English, such as the Scorpions obviously from Germany.
Germany, yes.
They English is not their first language.
No.
So if you can do that, I think that's pretty remarkable. To be honest with you, I think in fact it's what an achievement.
Did the singer from Scorpions sing "Wind of Change" in German before? I think I heard a version.
I can't remember. Oh,
Wind of
Klaus Main.
Yes, or some. I heard him sing in German.
Can't remember.
I can't remember
yeah,
which song, but anyway.
This is not about the Scorpions.
No,
It's
no.
about Evil Conduct.
Evil Conduct, yes.
So they from what I can gather, because there's not a lot of information about this band.
No.
And it's just, but then again, because of that, I don't know a great deal.
Okay.
I've never read a great deal about this band.
No.
I've listened to the music, and I like the music.
Oh, yes.
But to me, going back to saying they're traditional, I always hear hints of early Slade in it.
It does have that sort of a noddy holder.
Yeah,
sort of
that sort of
a
it's.
gruff sort of singing, a high, gruff singing
But
voice.
it's I don't know. It's very sort of boot boy almost.
Oh yes.
That type of thing. Very pub rock.
Okay.
Very rock and roll
yes.
almost. So yeah, they've got a good vibe going on there. Not as heavy and as fast as say the Business could be or the Last Resort could be. But yeah, I kind of get what people are saying, but I don't see it 100%.
Again, opinions.
Yeah,
different.
but yeah, opinions differ. So what's your opinions at home, guys?
Yeah.
Just down in the comments,
Pray tell us.
what do you think? Do you know this band? Have you listened to this band? And they're, for quite a while, they were quite underground.
Okay.
But when they were trying to get gigs, when they start, 84 was a bad time to start at being an oi band or a skinhead band.
So all but disappeared by then, didn't they?
It hadn't. It just got the rap.
Or just frizzled.
It hadn't. It only frizzled because the mainstream media dubbed it as racist. That's the only reason.
I've got
And then
nothing to say.
bands that were so you can't get a gig if you're a skinhead. You cannot get a gig for love nor money.
Flipping
It's
heck.
just that, especially in that time, that wasn't going to happen because
Nah.
people just see a skinhead as a granny scary mugging race. It's it's not.
It's not always.
No,
the
it's
case,
not. No, no, no,
nowadays.
it's not. So
Well, no.
right. So who are Evil Conduct
Hand on vocals,
and guitar?
guitar, yes. There was a former bassist, was it a bass or drummer? Franz, and then Tom took over.
It's almost like you're going to say hands, Franz, knees, and bumps today. No, I'm just joking. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Tom on the bass and
Yeah.
on the drums, Ray. I couldn't pronounce their surnames. I've got unpronounceable surnames, I think.
I don't think it's unpronounceable. It's just that you
I
can't
can't-
speak. You
I
can't
can't
speak.
read.
You can't speak Dutch or Flemish, can you? You know. So.
Of
Yeah.
course, so.
But so from is it Raymond in Raymond? Did I even pronounce that right? Okay.
Raymond in the Netherlands.
I'd like to think it was the Netherlands. So.
Oh,
Holland.
yes.
Holland, if you
Holland.
don't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes. Uh-huh.
So, and there's a weird thing. So, Han is a tattoo artist,
He is.
first and foremost.
Popular tattoo artist, yes.
Yeah. But you can see he's covered in tattoos. Typical tattooists' tattoos, if that makes sense, you know.
Alright.
But
Tattoos tattoo each other.
That's kind of like a hairdresser's hair, isn't it? Or a decorator's a decorator's house or a mechanic's car.
Okay.
You know, yeah, it's kind of like that, but it might not be that analogy. Let me know what you think, obviously. Yeah.
His shop called the King. It's called the King of Tattoos.
It is indeed.
What else would it be called?
Yeah.
King of Tattoos.
Well, their little logo, that skull and those cross hammers.
Oh yes.
Well, they designed that, didn't they? So,
Okay.
you know, and you can see that it's such a tattoo thing to have, isn't it?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. But so in the early days, they released just one demo tape. That was it.
Yes.
No more than that, and they were just like a gigging working band.
Yes.
Not big, not charted, no sort of record deal, no nothing really.
No.
And then they, like I say, I think they split up in '88, and then they re-emerged.
Back in '99.
I can't remember
think it
what
was
year.
99.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Okay.
I know it was in the '90s.
All right.
But no, because they had singles as well, so they didn't they?
That demo tape was released in 90. I think I got that wrong when I said that broke up in '99. But '92, that demo tape was re-released.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
released on the Streetwise on the label. Streetwise label, yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
and then weren't they on Skanky Little Records or something like that as well?
Yeah, somebody called Mark Foggo. He was just like a ska. He was in a ska band.
Was it Mark Foggo Scarsters or something?
Yes,
like?
yes,
Yeah.
it was.
Okay, yeah.
He's from Liverpool,
Rock.
like sort of Scandinavian. I mean, not Scandinavian, Netherlands sort of Liverpool band. Yes.
I can't. I vaguely remember that vague. If you remember that at home, guys, then down in the comments below, because I it's vague. A lot of times passed by since then. Yeah, so that is completely vague.
Yes, yes. That was in the year 2000.
God almighty.
Yeah, so I think I was wrong when I said they sort of diminished in 99.
Yeah, I think yeah, okay, fair enough. Right.
So this was 2000. Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Mrs Moonstomper knows, I don't necessarily know. It's not that I don't know, it's I can't bloody remember.
My brain's like spaghetti sometimes.
Yeah. I can just about remember the millennium, just about.
Yes.
There you
All
go.
that fuss was going on about the stupid millennium bug and all that. But anyway, enough about that.
Yeah. So this band, is in the main, this band is a touring band.
Yes.
It's a touring and live band. And really, you have to see them live
Okay.
to appreciate. No, I've never seen them live.
No.
I've only ever seen videos, but they do look good, and they're, I would say they're quite good at what they do. In fact, they're very good at what
They
they
do
do.
sound really pretty
But
good.
they look it as well. They actually look it. You can see they look the part.
Yes.
You know, they're living it, aren't they? But two of them are proper skins anyway. So
they are.
there you go. So going back to their first album, Mrs Moonstomper Rock, which I think was Sorry No. What a title.
Sorry,
But
no, indeed.
that did quite well.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like a #1 smash, but it did well in Europe.
Yes.
So, and then the second LP. So they had 2001, Sorry No, I think.
Okay.
Then 2002 they got An Eye for an Eye. On, was it I think Knockout Records.
Knockout.
Was it Knockout Records?
I think it was Knockout, yeah.
Okay, and then
Knockout.
yes, I mean they've rattled off a few LPs
Oh,
actually.
yes.
Not like sort of in the realms of, you know, what sort of 20, but I think they've got about 10 or 12 LPs and EPs, if I remember
Oh,
rightly.
yes, yes.
There or thereabouts. Then, but they had a 4-year gap between the second LP and the third LP, which was it King of Kings?
King of Kings, yes.
Well, King of Kings, which was that, I don't know if that was 2006 or 2007.
I think it was around 2006-7.
Okay, and that was also on Knockout Records as well.
Okay, yes, yes.
And then I think they went to, I've got to think they went to Randale Records after that. And they've been with Randale Records ever since.
Okay.
Randale Records. Yeah, Randale's pretty
Randale,
cool.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lots of bands.
Quite a few have been on.
Yeah.
Randale.
Randale's absolutely brilliant.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, right. Okay, so they did a split single as well with the Old Firm Casuals.
Yes.
And that was a Lars Friedrichsen project. So Lars Friedrichsen of
Rancid, yes.
Yeah, I'm sure. Was it his project?
Yes.
Or did I just?
It was his project, yes.
Yeah, the Old Firm Casuals. Yeah. Okay. So.
In 2012, this was.
Wow.
2012.
Okay, where's the time gone to?
Gosh.
Where's the time gone to? Okay.
Before that, the fourth album was in 2010, which was called Real OK.
That was the first one on Randale.
Oh, was it? Oh, right.
Yeah, that was. Yeah, it was definitely the first
Real
one on
OK,
Randale.
Yes.
That now, sort of going back to the single with the Old Firm Casuals. That's what, and the Lars Friedrichsen project.
Okay.
That's what really put those guys on the map.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it did definitely.
All right,
it
yeah,
did,
wow.
you know. And what I say is, as young as Lars Friedrichsen is, he knows his stuff.
Yes, he's really up there, isn't he, with his knowledge of this sort of music
Yeah, massively.
and the scene and all that.
Massively. Yeah, he's. I would say for someone who's 10 years, he's what is he? Probably about 50 something like that. So he's 10 years younger, 15 years younger than those who were in bands in lots of the 1980s.
From way back then.
Yeah. So
Yes.
he's born in about 1970, something like that. But he knows his shit.
Wow.
He really
Good on
knows his
him.
shit. Yeah, absolutely. And that like I say, that was what really pushed the popularity of Evil Conduct,
Okay.
as far as I can see.
Yes. If you
Yeah.
love what you love, then you're gonna have to grab it for your dear life.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Run away with it.
in all honesty, you know, I hadn't really heard of Evil Conduct until, 15, whatever years ago.
Okay.
Never heard of them.
No.
Or if I hadn't paid much attention because there wasn't much to find out about them
I see.
unless you were on Facebook and you saw it on Facebook or
Oh,
whatever.
yes.
And I don't recall a website for those guys. I'd heard some of the music, but that was it.
I think they've got a Facebook page. They are on Facebook.
I don't know.
They are, yes.
Okay. We'll go and friend them then, Mrs Moonstomper.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure they would love nothing more than that.
Give them a swing.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, yes.
So, yeah.
They're there.
So, what say,
Oh.
Mrs Moonstomper?
Yes.
Why do you always have the springy chair?
Because you don't like this one.
No, I don't like that one. That's I don't like that one. This one's mine.
It's like the three bears chair. You got your mummy bear's chair and your daddy bear's chair, and it just suits each one just fine. So
There you go. It's told me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's take a
break.
And
Yes.
have a watch of this, and come back after the break, and we'll look at some more.
Catch you in a bit.
Absolutely.
You also actually work as a tattoo artist, is that correct?
That's correct, yeah.
How did you get started in that?
I got started in it maybe in the middle of the 80s, to the end of the 80s, yeah.
How was that back then when kind of tattoos weren't as widely accepted as they are today? And was it difficult coming up? I know in America there was a time in the 80s when it was actually illegal to be tattooing.
At that time it was just a very underground small thing, you know, and it was not easy to make a living out of it, especially where I live. You know, it's too much small cities around at that time. I only had did the tattoos in the beginning with some friends and psychobillies or skinheads or punks, and within a few years later it began to evolve. How do you say it?
Yeah.
And then at a certain point, I got a professional artist. Yeah.
Did you apprentice under anybody when you were getting started as an artist, or?
Yeah. I had many friends when I started, and not many are left. But they also always say. Also, when you look at our band, it's very lonesome at the top.
From being very comical, people from Holland. I've never had the pleasure to go to the Netherlands, but what was it like there coming up in the 80s in the scene of Oi? How was that there? Like, was it difficult? Was there a lot of fights at the time? Was there a lot of other Oi bands, or was it?
With us, me and my brother, Francie was also, we met each other very early in 1980 or something, but we were influenced by the two-tone thing at that time.
Yeah.
And then we were so interested in the skinhead scene, which was also a little bit within the ska bands from two-tone.
Yeah.
And so we also bought other kinds of records. And then we came also into the Oi music, yeah.
That's cool.
And yeah.
So was it at a time, I mean, back then I hear from a lot of bands, especially, you know, here in the UK, that scene, it was a little difficult because there were the Nazi skinheads. And it was something that was, people didn't understand. They automatically thought skinheads meant Nazi. And if you know about skinhead culture, it doesn't. Did you guys have that in Holland as well, where there were Nazi skinheads, and how was that?
Yeah, to the general public, every skinhead was a Nazi.
Yeah.
So that was something. If you couldn't accept that, then even if you weren't a Nazi, you kind of had to accept that.
There were
that stereotype, and but yeah, well, we were not gonna put it out to every single person that we weren't Nazis. So yeah, well, that was the way it was, and if people thought of us like that, it was their choice and not ours, and fuck off, we would say. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is difficult. I see it where I live in Los Angeles. People that know nothing about that subculture, they think, oh, skinhead is Nazi, and it's like, no, it's not at all. Actually, the original skinheads were not racist. They're anti-racist. So.
No, had nothing to do with politics, really.
Yeah.
Just young kids, rebellion, yeah, and listening to all kinds of black music.
Yeah.
At the end of everybody who was a little bit interested in this skinhead culture knows it, really. It's all fucked up some way in the end of the 70s. And this spread within the newspapers and on television, and some stupid wankers who thought this could be my thing, they just fucked it up, you know? Yeah.
Well, so how is it today? Obviously, the culture today is people are...
I got a cramp in my leg.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Shit.
Well, no, but I mean, today with the culture, it's obviously people are a lot more informed. And so how is it today when people come out to the shows? Is there still violence persisting at the shows today?
Nothing at all.
Not much, no. Yeah, well, can always happen something, but not really. No big fights, no. It's okay.
It can happen, you know.
Yeah.
Where a lot of people come together, they can start a fight, but it has nothing to do with the types of people that are in the venue. It's not. I don't think there's anything going on there.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's awesome. Well, so what do you guys have coming up for the rest of the year? Do you have anything in the works?
No, at the moment we only have planned a few gigs scheduled for later this year, and that's about it. And then, yeah, well, we're working on new songs, but we have to see.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the theme this weekend, a lot of the bands, when it's asked about new music, it'll be out when it's out. We're doing it. We're working on it, because a lot of bands like yourselves, of course, you don't want to phone it in and put something out that's not 100%.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, yeah, it takes a little bit of time, yeah, and but I think we will in the near future we will do a
7-inch or
something, yeah, with a video clip, and yeah. So then there will be a little bit already.
That's awesome. So have you started working on those songs already, or you're?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Have you recorded them, or how far along are we in the process?
No, we didn't record them yet. No.
We are glad that we have some lyrics to the song, so. That's normally the biggest issue, getting the lyrics done.
No, it's not so difficult. I always have very good lyrics. It's more like I'm walking down the street with my Doc Martens on my feet.
That's the normal start of every song.
All right. Well, we'll close with that. Thank you guys so much for taking the time today.
All right.
I'll be walking down the street at Rebellion with my Doc Martens on my feet. Thank you guys.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. Do show. Hope you enjoyed that. Did you?
Hope you did. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
You haven't even watched it. Neither have I, for that matter, actually.
Seen bits.
Okay, I normally drop it in after the edit, but there you go. Okay, yeah, we have seen bits, actually. So, anyway, this band's an absolute enigma.
Oh, yes.
It's
They
a
are.
complete enigma, in fact. No website.
Have a Facebook page, though.
They do indeed,
Yes, they do.
which is, I don't know, I've got about 50,000 followers on that, so
Wow.
yeah, really, really popular.
Popular.
But, right, this band split in 2015,
Yes.
talking of Facebook, and actually put it on Facebook. We're splitting up, we don't like each other anymore.
Oh, personal difficulties, didn't they? For whatever reason, who knows?
God knows. I don't, well, yeah, each their own, but they went their own separate ways.
Yes.
But they did have an LP in 2014. Today's Rebellion or something like that.
Today's Rebellion, yes.
Yeah, and then they had a live at Wild Heart or something like that, 2015. All on the lovely Randale Records.
Randale.
That's pretty much all I know about Evil Conduct, apart from they reformed in 2018.
2018, yes.
With the original members, I hasten to add.
Ah, see.
So there you go.
Nice.
But this band is a live band. It's not a studio band. And some bands just, I don't know what it is. Some bands thrive at being live.
Yes.
Some bands thrive at being studio bands.
Yes.
And
Of course.
the only way I could ever say that is, like, for example, Kiss, which wouldn't be, probably a lot of people who watch this wouldn't like Kiss. And I've got to say, as a studio band, I think they're mediocre at best.
Ah, right.
But however, if you watch them live, it's, wow, okay, that's completely different.
You've seen them a few times live.
Yeah, live, yeah. Never wants to go and see them. I thought he wants to go and see that crap. And I saw him, I was absolutely bowled over.
Yes.
It was a show. It wasn't just a concert, it was a show.
Oh, yes.
Big difference. The Showmen. Yeah. But
Brilliant.
There you go. And I suppose Evil Conduct, you could say they're showmen rather than studio men.
I see.
Yeah. So, and that's just the way some bands roll. But yeah,
They do.
and yeah, so they did the last LP. So they actually did an LP in 20. I think it was during COVID or just the back end of COVID or something. 10 tracks, no bullshit.
No bullshit.
Still on Randale
Yes.
as well, which is good.
Real. Yes.
Surprised Captain Oil hasn't got hold of him yet, but
Oh, yeah.
that'll come. Yeah,
You
just
never
saying.
know.
Yeah, still on the Randall. Yeah, and what I'll say about the songs is they're all, a lot of them are anthemic.
Okay, yes.
for me, when I listen to Working Class Heroes, and that's the thing about that band, Working Class Heroes. When you think of Working Class Heroes, I just think of, dare I say, I think of England straight away.
Oh yeah.
Whether that's the wrong thing to do or not. Probably because I don't know how other countries work.
Oh right, yes.
In that respect, whether it's classless. I've got a feeling the United States is pretty similar.
Yes.
But they've just somehow they've made such an English record, that is.
Yes.
And then Skinhead Till I Die as well. It's just so English. It's
It
just
does.
yeah.
Because I did sing mostly in English.
Well, yeah, of course it is.
as
Yeah.
well.
So
Yes.
it's just, but that
That's
for
right.
me, that for me is just it's. I don't know how they've done that. It's more Skinhead than.
It sounds really British. It sounds so British.
Oh yeah, it's just more Skinhead than Skinhead.
Oh yeah.
And I don't know how they've done that, but it
Somehow.
doesn't. It doesn't sound oi.
Oh, I see.
It just doesn't to
It sounds
me.
very skinheady
Yeah. It's just.
without the oi.
Yeah, it's just very. You know, for me, it's. I would say it's pure music.
Yes. Oh yes.
It's pure. It's stripped down. It's just a 3-piece. So you've only got those 3 instruments there. That's it.
That's it. And why not?
And the vocals as well. Pretty.
Yes.
It's pretty good band.
Super
I would
fantastic.
say. So if you haven't heard of them, if you haven't heard much about them, go and check them out, guys. There's not a great deal about them.
Right.
There's bits and bobs on YouTube. In fact, all their music's on YouTube and Spotify as well,
Oh yes, yes.
etc., etc. Yeah, and I think they're really, really good.
Go check them out.
So, Mrs Moonstomper,
Oh,
anything
yes,
else?
Mr Moonstomper.
Anything else?
I can't think of anything
No.
else. Can you, Mr
No.
Moonstomper?
They did a song as well. Was it The Old Tattoo or something like that?
I think it was.
The Old Tattoo, and I think they collabed with Gimp Fist or something like that, if I remember rightly.
Oh, the old tattoo, pick up the pieces, was it?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Gimp Fist.
Fist.
Wow, what a name, you know.
Oh, it was the name of a band, weren't that? Or,
Yeah, Gimp Fist, yeah. Yeah,
Oh my gosh.
I don't know why. I don't know why Pulp Fiction springs to mind and that scene in the
Oh
basement.
God, man.
But
Ooh.
yeah. Anyway, as Marcellus Weiss would say, not a fucking word.
That's it. Mars.
So enough of that. Just enough.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he looked at Bruce Willis, he went, not a fucking word. Yeah. Or something like that. Anyway,
gosh.
right. Mrs Moonstomper.
Oh.
Have you got anything else?
Oh, no.
No.
I can't think of anything else.
I can't, but
No.
so coming up next week
Coming up.
is Easter.
Yes.
But in the same week is St George's Day.
Mm.
And how we said we were going to do a St George's Day
George's,
one and an
Easter.
Easter one.
Sort of combined.
We're going to combine the two, and we're going to have an
Combine.
we're actually going to have an Easter special.
Yes.
Now, what we're actually going to do was have a break because we've had one break in a year, literally one, and we didn't even have a break.
That was last summer, weren't it?
It was last summer, but
Last
we didn't
summer.
actually get the break we wanted
No,
because
not really.
things got in the way, the weather got in the way, and
Yes.
everything went a bit wrong.
We had the lurgy as well, didn't we? That summer lurgy.
I think I had COVID at that point in time. Yeah, okay, fair enough, or whatever it was. But we will have I think we'll get a break in the summer this year, but we wouldn't leave them videos, would we?
No, wouldn't do
No,
that.
we'd still post something, I'm sure we would.
Yes, yes. You have to wait and see Moonstompers.
Well, we could talk about anything really, couldn't we?
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything for you.
Oh my God almighty.
What's up?
Nothing really.
Nothing.
Okay. So, yeah, anything else, Mrs Moonstomper? Nothing? No? Guys, don't forget, we've got a giveaway still, haven't we?
Yes.
What were we giving away? Was it you got like a
A
great big,
fleecy throw.
like a big fleecy blanket,
Yes,
like with
yes.
Moonstomper original
Mm,
logo
this-
on it. Yeah, there you go.
You're gonna
Beautiful.
love it, whoever ends up with it.
It is actually, it's a nice blanket. I quite like that actually.
Yes,
and
it's
then
lovely.
you had a couple of cushion colours.
Cushion covers.
How
yes.
random is that?
With
with the logo on.
Yes.
I think I've got a T-shirt to give away.
Yeah.
I think.
T-shirt.
Yeah,
and
I'm
a
sure I
jacket.
have. And and the top prize was an MA1 jacket in olive green, size large, which is a Relco, never worn, brand new in the wrapper.
Yes.
And it's got to go to a good home. Yeah.
So whoever ends up with it,
Yeah.
best of
But
luck.
you've got to be in it to win it, and we've still got to devise a cunning plan where people can actually win these things. But I'm just trying to think of what we can actually do, rather than just like. In fact, we might have a bit of a quiz.
We'll see.
We'll see, or we could just have like
Anything.
yeah, just
we'll think of something.
something. We'll think of something. So, on that bombshell, have you got anything else? Last chance, Mrs
Last chance
Moonstomper.
saloon.
No. So this one's been short and sweet, guys. I can only apologise, only because we didn't really know much about Evil Conduct, but we do like them.
We gave you
Yeah.
as best as we could.
Yeah,
Really.
but we've got other great European bands coming up, such as Haymaker, which I really want to feature. I do like Haymaker, skinhead rock and roll.
Somebody asked for Haymaker, one of the viewers.
Yeah, they did. I think that
Yes.
might have been Scotty Honeybunny, actually.
Oh.
I think,
Okay.
but I could be wrong. But I want
Yes.
to feature this band because this band I like this band. It combines
Yes.
rock and roll with skinhead rock and roll, and who doesn't like a bit of that? And then we've got some other exciting bits and bobs coming
That's
up. But
it.
enough of that on Pony. Anything else? No. Last chance. Going once.
No. Mrs Moonstomper says, "Love you lots."
Yeah. The same with me. Guys, peace out.
Thank you. Love you. See you next time.